Howdy y'all, this is Twitchonium here, coming at y'all today with another Phyrexia All Will Be One draft, having rotated back around after the Neon Dynasty ended up. Hoping to get some March of the Machines content out here soon, but still have another day to wait or so until the sealed stuff I think starts to drop, so we get another couple of All Will Be One drafts in here. So let's go ahead and crack this one open and see what kind of spicy stuff we open today. Hopefully something fun. Staff of Completion, not really playable in Limited. Cool card, just not for us here. Swooping Lookout, always great in this format. Indoctrination Attendant. I have Malcator if we're going to go into the artifact strategy, but I think for here, I'll just take the super strong one drop. Wow. And some great follow-up options to it here for a number of different strategies. We could take the Hover Wings for the equipment deck, the Justiciar for both equipment and or just artifacts in general. We could try to move into two colors and do the toxic green-white strategy. Could just snag a Dune Mover, you know, just gonna make the deck no matter what. But I think here, starting off with a one-drop flyer into an excellent equipment flyer, no reason to move off here. And now that we've got the War Whip, I think we're just going to settle ourselves into another white-red equipment strategy here, I think. Pretty weak pack overall on this one. I think I'd take a Rebuke just in case. Ooh, this is a tough call. Chorus versus Rabble. I think Rabble is the stronger card overall, especially since we did already get at least one drop. But we do need to start making sure we keep our curve as low as possible. Like 2-drop removal spells, Planar Disruption, awesome pickup here. And get another nice 2-drop for the deck here with an Engraver. Always like a copy or two of that in a deck like this. Now we'll snag our Justiciar. Yeah, this deck's already just shaping up excellent. This first pack has treated us well here. So let's see if we can't... we'll just pick up a Dune Mover for another 2-drop. A Bardiche for a top-end play. Man, we've got all the pieces already. Would love to see some the 2-drop equipments in the next deck, like the Batter Fist and the Hex Gold something or another, Halberd maybe. But wow, Tyrannax Rex is a broken bomb, but we are so far off from being able to play a triple green spell. And we really do have a great little start to an equipment deck here. I just take the Crawling Chorus. Definitely not as exciting as a Tyrannax Rex, but don't think we can shift that far off plan at this point. Or no reason to really shift that far off plan at least. Well, Glider or another Engraver. I think I'd rather have, even though we're not going to do the toxic thing, I think I'd rather have a flyer that I can stick equipment onto. Oh wow. And now we have to pick between the Aspirant, the Finisher, the Hazardous Blast, the Slinger, and just a Fair Basilica. So far, I think we have, 1, 2, 3 equipment? I mean, Finisher can be a good top-end piece, but I really like a lot of these. I think I'm going to hold out. I'm going to go ahead and snag the Hazardous Blast here and hold out that we get some of the 4-5 hasty guys, the little oil counter dudes instead for the top end, but I could see taking a Finisher here as well. Ooh, now we snag a Hex Gold Slash. That's an awesome little piece of interaction for us. All right, so now we have a 4-drop versus a 1-drop. I've already got a couple of 4-drops. I don't know that we need more 1-drops necessarily. We didn't pick up the Oxida Finisher though, which if I had taken that, I probably would take the Splitter, but I'm going to go ahead and take the cheaper card here. A little bit of regret now that we're seeing another one here, but I'll just keep taking Crawling Courses. I don't mind playing a bunch of 1-drops in this format. Take another Hazardous Blast. I will definitely run 2 copies of that. Nothing really here for us. Probably not playing a second Rebuke, so I'm going to take a Thrill just in case. None of these. So second pack has not treated us as well as the first one did. Do we need another 2-drop or 3? Definitely the 3-drop. Might play a Plated Onslaught. Nice little board pump. Or just a combat trick if not. Alright, what do we have here? I don't think we want to be on the Skrelv's Hive plan. Just not corrupting them enough. I don't really want any of these, though. Just take a Lightbringer. This another tough call. Either Planar Disruption or Hex Gold Slash. It's hard to say what's better, really, for us. Could just take another Bardiche, too. I think I'm going to take the Disruption over the Slash, actually, even though it has a chance to get blown out more. This can shut down anything we need it to, really, whereas this is only going to hit the smaller creatures or toxic creatures. Really close here, I feel like, though. Ooh, and now we can go ahead and grab the Batter Fist. That's a nice 2-drop equipment there. Ooh. Do we take the Helm here? Probably so, since we were low on 3-drops. Man, we've got a pretty solid deck already here. I don't know if we need any of these. I guess maybe we take a Skywarden since we didn't get a ton of top-end stuff. I mean, I don't know if we're even going to run it, though. Don't think we can run 3 Hazardous Blasts. I mean, we could, for sure, but I don't think we need to. Do we take another Helm or an Against All Odds? I think we'll take first Against All Odds here. Although I'd probably play a second Helm. Ooh, now this is an interesting choice. Take another Batter Fist or an Indoctrination Attendant. We have a lot of 4-drops already, and I mean, I guess I'd be cutting like Against All Odds to get this in. How many of these are actual creatures? So, I mean, we still do have a fair amount. I think I would like one more 2-drop, though, and a Batter Fist is a nice one. Nothing here. Same thing. Take another Bardiche. Rebuke. Alright, so deck is looking very consistent here. We've got a number of duplicate cards that are going to keep us on our game plan. But let's see how we can trim the edges a little bit. So first things first, I don't think we need to run the Molten Rebuke. I mean, this deck is going to want to win, you know, pretty early, or at least use like Hazardous Blasts to get through a board stall. I don't think we're going to need the 5-mana removal. Plated Onslaught could be a maybe. Thrill I definitely could see cutting for sure. I do like having a couple of big things since we didn't get any of the hasty guys. I like all of our 4-drops. Maybe Against All Odds would be a cut, potentially. I really don't see us cutting any of these. Maybe one Crawling Chorus as well. It's like one Crawling Chorus and then one of these two. I think I like the Plated Onslaught better here, actually. Normally I would take Against All Odds, but I think in this kind of deck, especially since we can have artifacts from the Mites, the Lookout's an artifact, the Glider's an artifact, Justicier's an artifact, all of our equipment, like everything we have for the most part except for our removal spells is going to hit that. I guess like a Skywarden and an Aspirant aren't, but most everything in our deck is going to be an artifact, so this is hopefully going to just cost 2 white to pump our team most of the time. So I could see keeping it like that. I mean, we might even be supposed to be cutting a land here as well, but I think for the start, I'm going to keep it like this, and then if we feel like we're flooding out a little too much, I'll go ahead and come back in and cut some out. But nice little red-white equipment deck here. I'll see y'all in the first round. Welcome to round number 1, y'all. We are on the draw with a decent starting hand. Don't have a 3-drop to follow up the Justiciar, which is a little awkward, but we've got plenty of plays and some interactions, so I think we'll be alright for now. Got a nice 1-drop for Crawling Chorus here. Alright, that plays pretty well against our Crawling Chorus, but Engraver blocks it pretty well. If they swing in, we know they have a combat trick, or they've got that. Bit of a strange card. I haven't found it super strong, but for a double striker, it definitely could be. This is tough. We could double block and then they get to kill both? No. They first strike the Crawling Chorus away and then they chump into the Axiom Engraver. I think I'm actually going to do it though. If they do have a 1-mana combat trick, we're really in bad shape, but we'll see. Let's do white though. Yeah, not a super great spot here. If they can play another artifact like that. Mono white artifacts from the opponent. Interesting. I think we just have to eat it. Not a great start here, unfortunately. I think we start by swinging. And at least we can get the deck parity back here and regain some of our life. This is definitely not as good if they don't have creatures on board to keep pumping with it. Ooh, and that's an excellent draw from us. Get our good flying equipment down, and then we'll get another solid little vigilant flyer down alongside it. And we'll hope they don't have a bunch of removal here. Alright, Zealot. Ooh, interesting. I think we're going to get that onto our lookout here. That will make it a 3/4. Yeah, I don't think I want to move it. Since they're not playing red, we're not going to get Hazard's blasted, so I think we're okay to leave it at 1 toughness for now. Any kind of white removal should be aura-based anyways, for the most part. Another Duelist, nice. Yeah, with the Veil of Assimilation, that actually is a nice little combo there. Yep, there we go. So they'll go ahead and get the aura on us, but we can always move our Batterfist around. We'll take the 3. Ooh. I do love me a Hazardous Blast. Especially when it kills off a double striker. Alright, we just gotta hope they don't keep having more planar disruption type effects. Ooh, Basilica Shepherd is another good one though. That is going to definitely be a problem. Yeah, this thing's going to hit us for 5 this turn. Alright, so I think we're going to swing both first. Alright. Get our glider down first here. Put the hover wings onto it. Put the Batterfist onto it. Now we got another 3-powered flyer. You just gotta outrace them here. Ooh, and keep ourselves from getting toxiced out. Now we're incentivized not to attack. Ooh, and they get to remove our dude. Yeah. So this is a very bad spot to be. We really could use another Hazardous Blast here. Would love a bounce spell now. Kind of regret not taking that Indoctrination Attendant we saw during the draft. Good game, they're saying. I guess they have Hazardous Blast or something, or removal for our one creature. I don't see how that's a good game already. So we're going to have them at 1 here. If they can't kill us this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess that is lethal. If they can play an artifact, I suppose. But with how their deck is going, it seems like that's an extremely likely thing to happen here. But really close here. Yep. Almost had it. But mono white artifacts, have not seen that before. So interesting start to the draft. Even if we're going to lose, I'm always down to lose to a strategy I haven't seen before. See y'all in the next round. Welcome to round number 2, y'all. We are on the play this time with, not sure about this hand. I mean, we've got the chorus. If we just hit one more land, we're really off to the races, and then we can probably hit the rest of them. I'm going to keep it. I'm end up regretting this, I'm sure, but we'll see. Alright, opponent with a good start of their own there. I think I'm just going to disrupt it now. Keep the tempo going. If we don't hit any extra lands here, we just really need to be able to keep swinging through. And this will keep them from getting on their ramp if they need to ramp towards something else. Well, there's the equipment we wish we had. It did not hit our land, so may end up losing this one because I kept a sketchy start, but gotta live on the edge sometimes. Ooh, a golem, okay. There we go, we end up hitting our third land. We'll go ahead and get down a War Whip. Ooh, Cankerbloom. That's a nice way to kill our War Whip off. I mean, they will have to sack their 3-2 to do it, but yeah, I'm guessing they're sacking the Cankerbloom instead of the equipping the Injector onto something, but maybe not. Yeah, makes sense. Yikes. Alright, I will play the one card I can play. At least we can start getting in with the Lookout in the air. And if we ever get to the point where we can put Bardiche on a flyer, that's always a really nice spot to be. Still no lands, huh? That's a little rough. I want to keep all these cards. There's nothing I really want to ditch to the thing. Guess we'll just hold up our Hexgold Slash. No reason to shoot it off quite yet. Probably end up shooting off a Rebel or something. I don't know. We can maybe use it in combat, in tandem with some combat damage to kill something else off. Yikes, and another Hexgold Halberd. I am going to go ahead and shoot one of them. Keep the board state a little more at parity. Yeah, that way, especially if we get to draw anything, we can get our 2 extra creatures down here. We'll just keep chipping away in the air. Hold off on the ground. If we can Hazardous Blast with enough power out, we can just kill him with that. Right now we're at 9. Nahiri is excellent. They can exile their Canker Bloom and get it back. Oh, I'm really glad they didn't do that, because they could have Canker Bloomed away our lookout so we didn't have a flyer, which would have been brutal for us. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Well, that plus Hazardous Blast is lethal. We're pretty far away from doing it, but... Okay, I think we're going to attack with all of these. Gosh, it's tough. I think we just do it like this. That way we can maybe get enough damage through to just Hazardous Blast kill next turn. Awesome. As long as they don't block our 1/1 with the Cackler, we're okay here. I mean, even if they do, it's just the Crawling Chorus that dies, and we'll still have a body left over from it. Double blocking Chimney Rebel, huh? So Chimney Rebel is going to be a 5/4, so we can only take out one of the two. I think I'd rather kill this guy, honestly, even though this guy has the 5 toughness. And I think that should be enough damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're going to be too short rats. But they can Nahiri to get back like their Golem or their thing this turn, which is, if they want to spend their turn doing that with Nahiri, I'm pretty okay with that too. Alright, a Mantis. That's a nice draw. Costs 3 to re-equip the Halberds. What's the other thing on Nahiri? Attacks each player if able. Okay. So we definitely will use our Hazardous Blast now that they're forcing our hand. Okay, okay. Or do we get the Bardiche down first? I think we get the Bardiche down first. Because we don't care if we have to attack with this turn anyways. Alright, now as long as we don't lose a bunch of our creatures, we should be in a good spot. We will eat whatever they throw at us. Hopefully they'll make us attack something again instead of using the minus ability on Nahiri. Or even better, draw and discard. Or it's discard then draw, either way. Alright, they're gonna go ahead and swing in with their trampling, first striking Mantis, it looks like. And they are tapped out, so I don't think there's a way for them to win here. Unless I'm missing something. Go ahead and eat the hit. And that'll do it. Good old Hazardous Blast. How I missed it. Awesome. So that'll do it for round 2. I'll see y'all in the next one. Welcome back to round number 3. We are on the play this time with a decent looking hand. We've got some early plays. We got a Hazardous Blast. Definitely want to draw into some more of our powerful equipments and flyers and stuff, but not too bad with some crawling choruses to start with here. I think I just get a second chorus down even before the engraver here. Yeah. Glad they terramorphic so we didn't have to keep waiting through priority there. Wow. Still not playing it. We're going to get to corrupt the opponent, it looks like. Unless they're going to remove a crawling chorus. Just keep getting little bodies down. Alright, and they're going to use their solid removal on our 2-drop. I'm pretty okay with that too. We definitely need to stop hitting lands. We are very okay on the lands. Hazardous Blast could get us to 6 poison counters right now. That's a little interesting. This is not a good spot for us now, though. We just have continued to hit land, land, land. I might end up actually cutting a land like I mentioned during the draft. Let's just hope they don't have removal for our hover wings. Alright, well they've got a blocker for it. 2 blockers for it, in fact. That's okay. Because we have... Oops, no. We gotta do this first. Blow up their 2 flyers. Go ahead and move this over to our chorus here so we can maybe try and kill him in the air here. Or not. Maybe if we can get the Bardiche onto it. Holy lands. Alright, alright. Let's see. Added a Thrumming Bird. And a Convert. Alright, they're just dumping all the creatures out. Another Hazardous Blast would be pretty sweet. We'll just keep stacking up our critters. Make them all big flying vigilant creatures until they hopefully have no blockers left for it. I'm just going to eat the 4. We've got a lifelinker in hand. Opponent has dug through almost half their deck. They've drawn almost 10 cards more than us. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm guessing they have removal now. Wow, we've drawn like our whole deck's worth of lands. Okie dokie. Thankfully their flyer's not the scariest here. And this is not a May ability. So in order to keep hitting us, they have to keep chugging through their deck, so at some point here we can just start chumping with like this guy to draw us or gain us some life, or swinging with him now as a flying vigilant dude. Because the proliferation that they keep doing isn't... I'm not sure what their proliferate in their deck is trying to accomplish, but they seem to have a fair amount of it. No, actually, let's do... Oh, we want to do both anyways, I suppose, so... Gain 5. We'll see what they do here. I can get back something. I guess if they have enough of these guys, they could keep themselves from decking, maybe? Yep, get their removal back. I guess they are going to have card draw when they attack here. So they'll go ahead and remove our Justiciar, or not. I blocked the Justiciar instead of the Prowler there. Excuse me, the Scrap Trap, because this is an artifact that'll keep triggering their card draw and making them closer to decking and all. Wait for them to use their Anoint. Do I even care? It's not going to kill this guy. It'll save this one, but they're going to have the thing anyways for it. And we'll let them exile our token here. Down to 9. We'll take 4. Ooh, a Toxic Flyer. Okay. Let's wait for them to use their removal spell. Yep. Knew it was coming. No reason not to do the thing, though. But we're pretty much dead here. They just need 1 extra damage from something. Although a Chimney Rabble is lethal for us now, which is pretty sweet. I guess that's the only thing in the deck, I think, though, that could save us here. Unless they're going to just chug through their entire deck. If only we had a card that said, like, make target player draw X amount. That would be pretty funny. Come on, Chimney Rabble. Well, Chimney Rabble is no longer lethal. They had another Tainted Observer. Nice. So, I guess they weren't actually mono blue. Just blue splashing a couple of other things, but that's not gonna do it. Not enough. Got really close. Considering that they started with their, like, awesome rares so soon, you know, early in the game, I think we held on pretty long there trading off, but couldn't quite make it all the way. Sad times, but sometimes that's how it goes. See y'all in the next round. Welcome back for round number 4. We are on the play here with I'm not even sure how to evaluate this. A 1 creature on a 1-drop, and then a bunch of ways to hopefully keep it getting through, but it's just a 1 toughness or powered thing. I'm gonna keep it, but could regret this. I've already said that a few times this draft, so. If we end up losing the whole run here, I take full responsibility. As if there's anybody else it could be. Get our chip in and keep holding tight. Red, green. Axiom Engraver. Just keep that thing from doing anything and continue our swooping lookout chip damage here. It's a nice play for them. Nice 3/3 that draws them a card. Or maybe they miss and they only get to proliferate their locked up engraver. Nope, they hit one. Now we can go ahead and swing here and drop a Hoverwings. Keep our flyers going to town. We can technically hit them for 8 in the air at the moment with the Onslaught. So if we can get them down that far. One more land, we can drop a Bardiche and start putting that on the lookout or the other flyer. Or they're just going to kill our canopy, that too. Curious if they'll swing with the Vorak or not. It's a little awkward because they can't kill both of our things off. Like if this was a 1/1, then for sure they're swinging in, but we'll see. I'd actually be okay if they did want to swing, because then we could hit them back for 3 with no repercussion. Well, I mean, we would take 3, but they'd be shields down. Considering they have no mana, they are thinking really hard about the Vorak attack. Let's give them a little nudge. All right, and we do hit our land. And while I do love the Hoverwings, I feel like the Bardiche is going to do more work in the long run here for us. So I'm okay that they blew that one up before they blew up the bigger thing. Next turn we can Onslaught or Disrupt whatever they have, depending on what they play. As long as everything has 4 or less toughness that they play, we can probably use the Onslaught. Or maybe they want to spend their whole turn cracking some lands to draw some cards. That'd be alright too. I would have liked for us to end up with one of the draw lands in this deck, but can't always get at everything. I guess we can technically do both. As long as they don't destroy any of our artifacts here. Yeah, of course they do. And they'll swing with that one, I'm sure. Or not. Interesting. Okay, well, now we can just kill this guy off. Nice and easy like. And we can do this on this one. And we can still get in for 6. If we can hit him again unblocked next turn with the Onslaught, that'll just be lethal. Would love to see some card draw here. Ooh, that's a nasty card. Okay, so we have to trade off our guy here, but that's alright. At least it keeps them from having a creature to stick their battle chair back onto, and they'd have to use their whole turn to re-equip this anyways. But we're not in great shape here. The battle chair is very scary. All they need is one creature and they can turn the tide here pretty quickly. I'd love to see a hasty creature from our side. What else would I like to see? I guess Hazardous Blast could keep us attacking in. If we can get the one attack through next turn with the equipped up token, then a Hazardous Blast does the trick. Oh, but they're going to get a Cinder Slash Ravager here, probably. Or a Mantis, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. And this thing has Vigilance as well. So they can suit it up and make it a 9/9 trample Vigilance. So I think we're just toast now, unfortunately. Yep. Gonna need the Hazardous Blasts. 2 in a row, pretty much. It's possible. We have the ways to do it. Okay, well, let's... Dune Mover. No. This guy. No. Does have Trample, right? Yep. Can't even triple block and kill it. That's crazy. Alright. They get to swing for another 9. I mean, they were going to get to swing for the 9 anyways, but... Now we don't get a chance to eat up some of the damage with a chump block. Alright, now we need a Hazardous Blast of our own here. Pretty much our only out. That would do the trick. A War Whip, huh? That might work here. At least keep us from dying. Now, if they have another Hazardous Blast, we're just toast. Alright, so they can give both of their guys haste. Yeah, I think we're just dead still. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not sure why they gave this guy haste if they weren't going to swing with him too, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, and we top deck a land, nothing to put our equipments onto. Rough, rough, rough. Yeah, that battle chair really did us in there. That turn where they were able to swing it, the battle chair stabilized, and then they got the Green Sun's Twilight to get out there, which is probably one of the best creatures in their deck to follow it up with. Good deck from the opponent. Just didn't work out our way. So that's going to do it for this this quick little All Will Be One draft. I guess that is fitting considering All Will Be One is only going to be a little quick stopover until we get to March of the Machines anyways. So I think I'll probably do one, maybe two more of these over the next day or so, just while we're waiting. And after that, we'll just jump straight into some March of the Machines sealed. But I appreciate you all coming along on the ride with me here today, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.